Hello, hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am coming to you today from the brand new Summer House on the Lake, Disney Springs' newest dining location. It is picturesque, there are plenty of fun spaces to check out, and of course, food, drinks, and hopefully some cookies to taste here today as well. So without further ado, let's check out Summer House on the Lake. Check out one of the spaces here at Summer House. This is where we are being hosted this evening. And look at this. Almost every single space opens up to an outdoor portion here. It is very bright. It is very, very open feeling. And I absolutely love that they use natural light so well here. It really does spill in through all of the big windows that they've got going here. And it really just brings a sense of brightness and that summertime feeling to the entirety of the space. I'm on the front porch area here of Summer House right now, and just so you know where it is located here in Disney Springs, there's Salt and Straw, there's AMC, and there is Splitsville right there. So it is right in this general area if you're looking for it next time you visit. As soon as I walked in, I kind of gravitated right towards this fantastic looking table. Check it out. We've got house-made pico de gallo, house-made guacamole, some chips, of course, in the background there, and two different types of salsas, a salsa verde and a red salsa. One of the many things we are going to get to sample here tonight, all made in-house. Starting things off here with Summer House on the Lake's delicious looking take on a cheesy bread. It looks like it is puffed up super nice, and I cannot wait to dig into this one and see what this tastes like. Here we have the summer old fashioned with Brothers bourbon. It is garnished with a lemon to give it a bit more of a summertime feeling. Okay, so starting off with the items that I've been served so far. I got the cheese bread. Summer House's cheese bread's on the menu all the time, and it is like a classic pão de queijo, just like a regular Brazilian cheese bread. The only difference I would say is this had a lot more spices to it. There were spices kind of caked and baked into the top of it, which gave it a more flavor contrast than regular cheesy bread usually has. I really like cheesy bread, so this was a great way to start off the experience here for me today. And there were several specialty cocktails for us to choose from here today. I went with the Summer Old Fashioned, which is made with Brothers bourbon, and this is actually garnished here with a lemon. Usually Old Fashions are very orange forward and use orange bitters. This has a lemon in it and has some lemon bitters, so it is a little bit lighter, as you can see, even in the color, than a regular Old Fashioned would be. So it's a bit on the lighter side, it's a bit more refreshing. The amount of ice they used in this one, it's a freezing cold Old Fashioned, so you can tell it's been mixed really well and mixed with the warmer weather in mind. So flavors here very citrus, very bourbon forward, but definitely on the refreshing side. I'm enjoying this. Okay, I tried the vegetarian taco that I was just served, and I had to try those chips and that house-made guac that I pointed out earlier. The vegetarian taco, let's start with that. It had zucchini, it had onions, and it had this amazing sauce on it that was very garlicky and very oniony, and together it really made a flavor-forward dish. So it doesn't taste like plain zucchini or plain onions. It really is flavored with that sauce, and it really does take it to the next level. So this is packed with flavor. If you're somebody who likes vegetables, it's wrapped in a corn tortilla. It's very, very, very flavorful and light. The guac and the salsas, starting with the salsa, the red salsa and the green salsa, both were a little bit on the sweeter side from what I was expecting them to be. I'm not used to having salsas that almost lean a little bit sweet. Both very good and very flavorful. You could tell that they were made here. You could tell that they were freshly made, but the standout is that guacamole. This might be the best guacamole I've ever had on Disney property. I am not a huge fan of onions. I don't love onions, and I don't love an overabundance of cilantro. These avocados are perfect. They are perfectly creamy. It's a great combination of chunks and of creamy avocado. There's not an overpowering flavor of onion. Usually for me, all I can taste is an onion or a cilantro in a guacamole, and this flavor balance is absolutely perfect. We got several more drink options and some more food, including pizza, but I want to start with this non-alcoholic Strawberry Fields Spritz. It is made with seltzer water, so it does have a sparkle to it when you drink it, a little bit of a carbonation, but they used a puree at the bottom of it that is definitely made with real strawberries. It does not taste like you're eating like a strawberry lollipop or strawberry flavored candy or something like that. This actually does taste like real strawberries. So that being said, that means it's not very sweet. It's sweet in a sense of natural fruit sweet, but I don't think there's added sugar in this. It's not an overly sweet drink. Extremely refreshing and pairing well with everything I'm having, but if you are not someone who drinks alcohol, this is very, very refreshing and very tasty. We have just been served two of my favorite food groups, pizza and French fries. Definitely two of my favorite things to eat out of everything in life, and they're both really tasty. I'm here with CJ, and he had a quote that I absolutely have to say. He said, "This crust on this pizza is so thin you could read a newspaper through it." And he is right. I'm not sure if I should call this a pizza or if I should call this a flatbread, because it is very thin, but the main thing is it is very tasty. There's definitely a cheese blend happening on there. It's not just one type of cheese that's on there, and it's topped with some Parmesan that makes it really, really extra flavorful, and it is so crispy. I could easily probably eat 3/4 of this whole pizza if I was just sitting here by myself and this was my meal. That is how good it is. And now on to the truffle fries. These are like matchstick size fries. They're really, really thin, and therefore they're really, really crispy because there's not a ton of potato to them. So they've got a nice crispiness to them. They are loaded up with shaved Parmesan cheese on top, and the truffle flavor in them is definitely there, but it is not overpoweringly truffle. I've had a lot of truffle pizzas and things in the past, but that's kind of all you can taste. That's not the case with the fries. You can still taste the potato-ness coming through them, and the aioli cuts even more of that truffle flavor. So if you're not huge into truffles and someone wanted to order this, I say give it a try, because it's not overpowering, and it really is a nice, light truffle flavor in those crispy French fries. While I grab some cookies and make my way to the Rosé bar, tune in for a word from my friends over at WDW Magazine.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.
Very cool fact about Summer House on the Lake is that they have a rosé bar. You can of course go up to the bar, grab a drink, sit down and enjoy while you're here, but the thing I really like about it is they also offer rosé and cocktails to go. So you don't need to be a dine-in guest here in order to grab a glass of their very own Summer House Rosé, which is very light, it is very crisp, and it is quite refreshing, to be honest. It's served chilled, so if it is a hot day when you're here, this would be the perfect thing to grab. But if you don't have time to come in for a full meal, maybe grab a cookie, maybe grab a cocktail, and take them to go as you explore Disney Springs. Cheers. My wish came true. We got to try some of the cookies here. Now, this was not my first, nor second, nor third time trying the cookies here at the cookie bar. I have been in this cookie bar 3 times prior to today. That is how much I enjoy them. To me, these are classic, true, really tasty cookies. They've got the crispiness on the edges and that perfect amount of underbakedness in the middle that to me is a mark of a really well-made and well-baked cookie. There is a review up on our channel of me reviewing the cookie bar, so go check that out. But I really want to talk about this ginger snap cookie that we tried here today. This tastes like real ginger. Usually with the ginger cookie, you get that saccharine ginger snap that you find in a grocery store box sweetness that is masked as ginger. There was absolutely real ginger used in the making of this cookie. I can say it confidently. Again, just like I said in the review originally of the cookie bar, the middles are perfectly almost underbaked. The edges are crispy. They've got a great bottom on them. They're so well baked. This ginger snap is blowing me away. Like I said in the review, the chocolate chip sea salt remains my favorite cookie that they have here at Summer House. So if you are in the area, I really recommend you stopping into the cookie bar. There's never been a wait. Every time I've ever came, I walked right up, was able to order as many of whatever as I wanted, and was out of here in less than 5 minutes. So it won't take time out of your day. The cookies are really fantastic, and if you like cookies made with real ingredients like real ginger, definitely check out the cookie bar here. That is going to do it from me here today at Summer House on the Lake. Thank you to Summer House for hosting us here this evening. We had an absolutely fantastic time. Leave a comment below and let us know if you'll be checking out Summer House on your next Walt Disney World vacation and what you'd most like to try based on what we had here today. Thanks again for following along, everyone. My name's Maria, and I will see you in the next magical escape.